Hey Soul Family, welcome to Soulspire. I am so happy that you're here with me today, and I hope that you're feeling calm, feeling fulfilled, and feeling grounded. And if you were called here, then there is certainly a message here for you. So let's begin. Okay, so right now you are feeling defeated by something, and it is something that is mentally overtaking you as far as your thoughts. This is something in regards to your perception that is causing you to have some difficulties in this current moment. Um, I feel like you feel as though things are always being taken from you by, different persons that have, or entities, or whatever this is, how this relates to you. Things are always being taken from you. Maybe you feel by the negative powers that be or something, but something that has an upper hand that always has the ability to kind of bring you down and make you feel as though you're small within this world. And you're really fighting to have a better life, to have more peace, and to have more security. But whatever this is, it just keeps preventing you from getting to where you need to be. I feel like you've had to fight a lot, and you've had to walk away from a lot of different situations, loved ones, people within your life. You probably have the tendency to be alone and to be an independent type of person. And although things may seem, gloomy right now, or not where you want them to be, you need to know that this is pretty much a figment of your imagination. What you are perceiving as your life, as things not going right in that aspect of your life, of feeling as though things are always being taken from you, or you always, getting the worser end of the deal. This is really coming down to your perception. And yes, there are things in place, programs and agendas where you are kind of set in a situation or position for failure. But you are going to arise from these things. Right now, you don't see this, but you're in a position where you're leveling up. And although things feel stagnant right now, or again, like you're at the bottom of something, you're actually not, because you're doing a lot of self work and you are mentally preparing yourself and you are mentally growing. I think that you're not wanting to fight anymore. You're not wanting to, push or have this forceful type of energy. I think that you're going more within and trying to come to terms with your life and your circumstances and figure out, how can I be okay with how things are currently, versus having the mindset that, I never get this, or things never work out for me, or I always succumb to these certain circumstances. So you're really changing your mindset in regards to the things that happen to you, and you're trying to not look at them as setbacks, but as things that are beneficial for you. And so that's what this is all about. Not looking at your life from the same perspective, and not feeling as though you're a victim, okay? Because you do have authority. You are someone that does make choices for yourself, and you have learned and you are learning to be more grounded and to be an independent thinker. With that being said, it's pushing you on your own path, on a path that, has kind of turned your life upside down in a different direction. But you have a leadership quality to you, and you're starting to see that. It's things that you need to share, that you need to assist others with and actually direct. And although you might not be doing that currently, this is where you're going towards more authority roles within your own life and within others, because you're really here to make a difference and to assist other people in taking the same actions that you have taken. But it is so easy for us to get caught up in the here and the now and feeling as though things aren't where they should be. But just know that those are your own limitations that you are placing on yourself. And that is not, your actual reality. You are making moves, you are making strides, and you are gaining yourself to be a more authoritative figure within your own life and others' lives. And spiritually, you are already there, and it's about manifesting this within the physical life. So that's kind of where you are with things. You've had to have a lot of time by yourself, as I mentioned, feeling alone, and that's because it's assisted you in being able to see things clearly. We kind of want to look at things from a black or white perspective, but this time that you've had to internalize your thoughts, your thinking, your life, it allows you to see that gray area that many people miss, because everything isn't black or white. It's so many different variations or perceptions that we could look at things by. So that's what your time alone is assisting you to do, to be able to have a better perception, one where you look at things more clearly, one that things are being brought to your awareness because you are enlightened, because you are more connected with your higher self, with your soul, with God's source energy. So it can be difficult, being in this place, being alone, having to rely on yourself and be resourceful. But this is pushing you towards true freedom, towards liberation within this life, because you're not being controlled by others. So at this point, it's about you controlling your mind and you having sovereignty in your life. And it begins with how we think, how we perceive things. So you're no longer embracing this victim mindset, and you're seeing things for how they truly are from a higher perspective, because you now have this clarity. You now have the ability to assess things more thoroughly and to go inward and to see that everything isn't always about you. Sometimes we project perceptions and ideas about our life, and different circumstances. So you're doing a lot of changing or metamorphosing into this better version of yourself. Like I said, one that's more connected to your higher self. So you have been spending a lot of time alone. I think that is about to change for you. You are going to be stepping out more into the forefront, more into the light. You will have the spotlight on you. This is coming for you. This change is about to happen. So prepare yourself. You know, like I said, things might feel kind of stagnant or like they're not moving, but they truly are. And you should also know that you have this divine connection with your intuition. You have the ability to see things however you are gifted to be able to do so. You know what is coming for you, you can feel it within you. There's a lot of um, things that are being eluded within your life that you just cannot see, a lot of uncertainty. But I think that's something that you need to utilize for as a positive trait, something that, because if you don't know where your life is headed and you don't know how far you can go, then you can't put these limitations on it. It will surprise you, and you will be amazed at how far you are going to surpass what your perception can even believe your life to be. So it's important for you to remain balanced and focused and insightful at, you know, the signs and synchronicities around you that are showing you that better days are ahead and that you are going towards, you know, your soul's desire, you know, ultimately. So clinging on to this uncertainty, this unknowing of the future should actually make you feel good, because you just don't know where things are headed. And the beauty in that, it surpasses what you could even imagine, is basically what I'm trying to say. So Spirit wants you to not limit yourself and just hold on to this connection of you knowing that things are working out for you, that things are working out in your favor, even if it doesn't seem like it in this moment, because it truly is. But I think you know this. You just get caught up in the physical 3D world and feeling as though your situation is different from others. But you have to know that you aren't the same as everyone else. You know, this is your life path, and a lot of people have not had the awakening or the awareness that you have. So you cannot compare yourself to others. And comparison is a, you know, thief of joy. So don't allow what others seem to have to be your focal point. You're learning to love your life more and to love yourself more and to appreciate who you are. And this has been a difficult journey for you because you weren't taught to love yourself. You weren't taught to embrace all aspects of yourself. But this is something that you are learning. The divine is showing you the beauty in who you are as an individual, as a soul, and you're connecting more to this energy. And God's source energy is so proud of you. And you should be so proud of yourself too, because you've literally had to die the old part of yourself, you know, and be reborn. So it's like you're a child version of yourself and connecting to who you really are. You're no longer allowing society and other people's beliefs to have such control of your life. You know, you're the one that is setting your path. You're the one that is creating your own roadmap. You are no longer allowing others to have so much predominance in your life. basically. You are being more aware, and you're still needing to break free from, these old thought patterns that have been conditioned within us to think that you all are a small version of, yourself, or you're lesser than, or, compared to someone else. So you're truly learning to love yourself, to embrace who you are, to see the star within yourself, to know that you are the light, that you are the sun, that you bring just this warmth and great energy to everything it is that you do. And others can see this, and it can trigger people, so that's maybe why you have spent a lot of time, by yourself, because you trigger others with just your beautiful qualities and characteristics that they don't have, and it bothers people to even see that it is a form of projection. So just be aware of that as you continue to focus on yourself and balancing yourself, the masculine, the feminine aspects of yourself, your higher self, your lower self, and just integrating the best version of yourself into your life. And you are going to be rewarded. You are going to have more fulfillment within your life, but it really just comes down to your perception. And let's see what else we have. So you have beauty and the threshold. So as I was saying, you're starting to feel more beautiful within your human body. It's actually 2 cards. Wow. You're starting to feel more beautiful. You're starting to have more joy in your life. And you should be embracing this. And this is the frequency that you're wanting to be in, all the time. And people are noticing this because you are just like radiating. You are something to really look at and kind of awe at. And you've had a lot of growth. And you're going on a journey. You're headed somewhere else where, you're leaving a lot of people behind, maybe relocating or, setting off to new ventures, new opportunities are coming your way. And people that do care about you and love you are supportive of this, and they are happy and wishing you the best. Of course, that's not always the case, but you do have people supporting you and wishing, the best for you on your empowerment journey, it seems like. And this is a life journey for you. This is bigger than just, what am I going to eat or small choices. This is like something that is really big within your life. This has to do about your soul's path. And you are alone on this mission. You are doing this by yourself right now. So that doesn't mean that people will not be joining you or supporting you, but right now, physically in this world, you're having to do it by yourself. You do have support of spirit. You do have support of your angels. Whoever you subscribe to, you are not alone in this journey that you are embarking on. And it's taking you somewhere else, somewhere, like I said, that will surpass what you can even imagine, okay? And you are on the threshold of this change, of things changing for you. Like I said, you can feel it within your soul. This resonates with you. You know that there's something bigger out there. You can feel it. it just feels right, but you can't see it and it's not happening within your current life because, you're feeling as though things are not working out for you and that you always get the lesser end of the deal. But you're on the threshold of things changing. You're about to embark on something new that's going to take you somewhere else, somewhere far and greater. So just keep going. Keep your passion flowing because this is something that makes you feel good. This is something that makes you feel free. This is something that makes you feel like you're on top of the world. It's something that you're just really passionate about that brings a lot of joy to you, and other people are going to see you doing whatever this is, and they're going to be amazed too because you're really good at it. Okay? And you look beautiful also doing it. You make it look so effortless. So, whatever this is for you, you got it. Keep going. Don't get discouraged by what's happening right now at this current time. It's not setbacks. This is just things aligning as they should. Sometimes we want things to happen in a certain way, but it's not meant to be. You're supposed to go towards this passion that you truly have, that you have within you, that you know you're on the brink of reaching. Okay? Just keep going. Don't give up. Stay positive. You got this. Okay? And I wish you so much love and light. And you take care.